Super Speedway qualifying. That means that it will go one car at a time, one timed lap in each round. There's only 2 rounds. The top 12 advance to round 2 out of the first round. Marty Snyder mentioned it is a hot one here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And currently the temperature 88 degrees with the humidity feeling like 101, but the track temperature being 132 degrees could be something that crew chiefs and drivers are going to be paying attention to.
Yeah, and here at Daytona, I would think the wind is going to be even more important than the track temperature, that 11-mile-an-hour wind. When we talk about restrictor plate racing, these cars have less horsepower. They're restricted, and they're going to be wide open all the way around this place for that one lap, and it's all about aerodynamic drag versus horsepower. Well, if you catch a little bit of a tailwind, it's going to improve your lap time. A little bit of a headwind, it's going to hurt your lap time. So for a field that could be separated by just hundredths of a second, what kind of wind you catch more than anywhere on the backstretch, it's really going to make a difference.
How important, Jeff, is it coming through the gears when you start off to get ready for qualifying to get to the maximum speed possible for this lap?
It's really all you can do as a driver. There's a few things you can do. A lot of things you can mess up, but a few things you can do right. And one of the things is leaving pit road aggressively, getting to the gears, not running the engine too many RPMs because it actually slows the engine down, hitting those RPMs at the right time when you shift. And now what Jeffrey Earnhardt's going to try to do is he's going to try to hold the steering wheel as straight as he can, try to put no movement in the car that he doesn't have to put into it, and see how low he enters the corner. Just turn the wheel just a little bit, trying to make this track as small as you can possibly make it.
You see the miles per hour, they don't change much, even through the turn, about 179 miles an hour for Jeffrey Earnhardt.
And yeah, Rick, and you see we have miles per hour and RPM. Well, the drivers in the seat, they don't have a speedometer in these cars, so they don't see miles per hour, but they do have RPM, and they can tell. Jeff, as a driver, you know, if you get to a certain RPM, perhaps something you hadn't seen in practice before, you know this is going to be a good lap.
That's right. That is his driver's indication of the speed he's making. Is just the tone of the engine, the sound of that engine, way quicker at 48.74.
48.74, averaging over 184 miles an hour around this 2.5-mile super speedway.
And you know, Rick, one thing that's changed with this type of format is not a lot of cars made qualifying runs. So I think we're all kind of guessing on what a good lap's going to be. We saw a few cars make single lap runs by themselves. We saw some laps in the mid 47s, like a 47.6, 47.7, but those are still just guesses because most of the fast laps were set in packs when they were practicing. You know, Jeff, unlike here in February where you have that whole practice of qualifying only where you get a lot of single car runs, it's going to be a little bit of a guess today on what a good lap is.
This is DJ Kennington. He's a 39-year-old out of St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada.
See, his speed is really close to Reed Sorensen. A little bit quicker getting into 3, then slow down just a touch in the middle of 3 and 4.
DJ Kennington, just 2 Cup starts to his career. He finished 36th earlier this year in the Daytona 500. And you see he's in the red, not quite as quick as Reed Sorensen, so he will be second quickest in this.
Right in position. There's a perfect side draft on Martin Truex Jr. Clears him, has himself right where he needs to be. White flag waving. You can see he's coming to the Daytona 500, and it all ends right here. So
ran out of gas.
Ran out of fuel, and that goes by. So did everything right to put himself in position.
Very unfortunate, a difficult situation. His crew chief said, you know, we knew it was going to be close, but we thought it'd be closer. We thought he'd be able to get down the backstretch and maybe have enough to get through 3 and 4 to fight until he got to the finish line, but it wasn't going to happen. Now Ryan Sieg takes to the track. Ryan Sieg has his own team, Ryan Sieg Racing. And they're based in Sugar Hills, Georgia. There's Ryan Sieg. Let's go to Kelly Stavis.
With Casey Kane, who's chosen the right color fire suit for a weekend like this. But Casey, you watched Jamie McMurray put down a time. You seem pretty surprised by it. What kind of speed do you expect to have in the 5 car?
Well, I think so far the Hendrick engine's top 2, so that's good for us. Not a lot of cars have went, but I think we can go faster than that. I really feel that our Unit First Chevrolet was pretty quick yesterday, so and usually the Hendrick cars down here qualify really well, so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to go faster than a 50, see what some of these other guys have too, but the draft seemed okay as well, and I thought we had pretty good, stuck up pretty good. Tomorrow night should be good.
All right, Casey Kane looking for his first win on a plate track this weekend.
Thank you, Kelly. As Corey LaJoie on the track. Corey LaJoie, a very good basketball player. Actually have played a few pickup games with Corey LaJoie, a very talented young man.
Are we going, is that compared to Rick's skill set or a general skill set of basketball?
No, remember, I'm tall. I am tall, so I have that going for me in the world of basketball. Teammate won the race earlier this year, and Kurt Busch winning the Daytona 500, and Danica Patrick fastest up to this point, 47.445 for Danica Patrick, just under the average speed of 190 miles an hour around this track. So speed's increasing as we continue on.
Elliott Sadler on the track right now, and when I think about Elliott Sadler in Daytona, that close call he came to winning the Daytona 500, he was so close. Matt Kenseth got by him late in the race. He put himself in position. It just didn't work out, and those are the races you never forget. They just always seem to stick with you. At least they do for me. The ones I lost, I just can't ever seem to get over them. So he's got a great chance here. He's won 2 qualifying races here, so he's a good plate racer. Driving this team, it's a little bit of an underfunded team, but Elliott Sadler, he knows how to get it done at Daytona, and be fun to watch him tomorrow night.
We will see him racing also tonight. Currently the points leader in the Xfinity.
Moving you to the final 12. So this is not for the pole yet. You just have to get in the top 12 to advance to go into the last round of qualifying. So Earnhardt Jr. and Elliott, that battle is going to continue on and to battle for the pole.
Yeah, that was the battle that started the Daytona 500 in February. They were the front row. Chase Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Jr. It was the other way around, though. Elliott had won the pole. Earnhardt Jr. started second. And Marty Snyder.
And let's chat with Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. in the 43 this weekend. And what are the honest expectations on tomorrow night, just because you don't have any experience in the Cup car in a draft like this?
Yeah, no, I'm going to get used to it. I will say it's pretty cool seeing 88 on top of the board right now. It'd be cool to get that 43 up there, too. But just pumped up right now. I mean, it's a great opportunity for me to go out and kind of the easiest job here. Just hold it wide open, get a good momentum lap, getting up to speed, then hold it pretty well on that second one for our Smithfield Ford team. But I'm going to go out, and I don't know what we got. We weren't too great.
And when I say these teammates, the entire garage of teammates are working together. You see Hendrick 1, 2, 3, Stuart Haas 4 and 5. Then you see another Hendrick car, and then you look down there, the 2 RCR cars 11th and 12th. So it seems like whatever notes these teams are sharing are working, because they're all running close to the same speeds.
Let's go back down pit road, and Kelly Stavis.
With the newest Daytona 500 champion, Kurt Busch. I kind of asked you about this yesterday, Kurt, but what's the sense? How different is it showing back up to this place now a champion?
It's different. It's so cool to come back and to remember that moment in Victory Lane with all these guys, the sponsors, and to say that I conquered Daytona one time. And now I was friends with the track before, but I'm really good friends with her now.
All right, and I got to just show his shoes really fast before I send it back up. How cool are those shoes? A gift from Alpine Stars for his big win.
There's not very many people that have those. Daytona 500 champion shoes for Kurt Busch, as we see Michael McDowell. Good lap for McDowell.
Good lap.
12th quickest for Michael McDowell. Just,
Bubba Wallace said, okay, I hear everyone talk about being aggressive, but aggressive is a very general term, and that line can easily be crossed.
Yeah, that's correct. You want to be aggressive to get that track position, keep that track position to win the race. But we also see that aggression cause wrecks.
Yep.
And so when the wrecks happen, that's where a young driver can take advantage of those mistakes other people make. And just be cool, right? Just stay in line. Try not to make anything big happen.
again, Denny Hamlin was 10th quickest on his qualifying run, and just going moments ago was Darrell Wallace Jr. He was 21st quickest on his run, 48.145. Now Ty Dillon, brother Austin Dillon, grandson to Richard Childress, on the track and on the clock.
And you know, Ty's, you know, we talked about Eric Jones and the years he's having. Really, Ty Dillon in this 13 is having a sneaky, consistent year. While this car does get RCR support, it's not an RCR car yet. You know, he's ahead of the 27 of Menard in the points. He's 23rd in the points, right behind Earnhardt Jr. You know, he in my opinion, this guy is going out and doing what we would like to see out of a rookie Jeff. He's kind of going out, logging laps, making mistakes, not huge mistakes, learning from his mistakes, trying to improve.
Yeah, that's you're right now as a rookie, you're building your career. You're at the foundation